Welcome to the Advocates Corner. I'm Clark Pena, and we are here at the Fifth Avenue Social Adult Center. They're having their Father's Day celebration. Let's check it out.
Have fun, take that gun to the land.
It's my second time visiting you all here, and I want to say thank you because you've given me the opportunity to serve as your assembly member for the last 7 years. And sometimes I get the question, how come we don't see you so much? How come it's every once, in a blue? The reason is because you sent me to Albany for 6 months a year. So now there's an opportunity to come back and represent everyone here in the city council, which means I could be here more because the seat is open. So some of the things that we've been fighting for, like the 2nd Avenue subway, to make sure that it comes up past 96th Street so that everybody can get access to the rest of the other parts of the city, or better parks, or better senior facilities all across the district, or making sure that Terrence Cardinal Cook, which is important to our community, stays open, to make sure that Metropolitan Hospital, that's important to our community, stays open, and to keep fighting to make sure that we have the housing that we need. Because I know everybody here wonders, what happens? I may be good where I'm at now, but if something happens, where would I go? What could I afford? What could my kids afford? Can they stay here? Those are the things that I've been fighting for in the State Assembly, that I want to make sure we continue to fight for in the City Council. How many people live in NYCHA? One NYCHA resident? Public housing. Yep, right. Well, we know that if we don't do something, it's going to fall apart. Right? And we were able to get $300 million from the state to go into public housing. Before that, they didn't give anything. That's a big deal. That we were able to do right now. We got $2.2 billion for the subway for right now. And we have to make sure that we keep making sure that you get prescription drugs that are needed, that you get the care and services from providers like Jack, so that you can get that in your community and you're not going to other communities to get the services that you need. And that only happens when you elect somebody there who can represent you, who knows the community, who's born and raised here, who's been here for generations. I grew up on 112th Street between Park and Madison, right there. So I know this community, and I know how we can continue to make it better. So in September 12th to be exact, that's when I need all my friends to come out and vote, to make sure that you elect Robert Rodriguez to represent you in the City Council. Do we want to do it in Spanish? ¿En español? Perfecto. Yo soy su asambleísta Roberto Rodríguez. Yo quiero decirle gracias porque si no fuera para ustedes, no tuve la oportunidad de representar a esta comunidad por 7 años. y yo sé que ustedes me apoyan y tienen experiencia conmigo luchando para la cosa importante para nosotros en la comunidad. Primero, fuera para el subterráneo, para Segunda Avenida, para asegurar que las estaciones siguen norte del 96, porque nuestra comunidad entera merece acceso al subterráneo, y no solo para los ricos que viven debajo del 96. También, cuando hablamos de viviendas, de los proyectos de NYCHA, yo como luchador empujé al Estado a empezar a invertir en nuestros edificios. Anterior, no había ninguna inversión de parte del Estado, ningún dólar, ni uno. Y ahora tenemos $300 millones invertidos en NYCHA. Y hemos puesto cámaras primero en Jefferson. Y estamos ahora buscando más proyectos para más cosas de hacer en los diferentes proyectos. Tú estás en Johnson. Tienes que decirme lo que tenemos que hacer en Johnson después. Y para mi gente que viven en los proyectos, pero también para mis amigos que viven afuera, hemos pasado leyes para asegurar que cuando no están haciendo construcción, que tienen que quitar esos los scaffolds, el sidewalk sheds. Porque si no, tenemos ratones, tenemos basura, no tenemos cámaras, tenemos menos seguridad. Y si están haciendo trabajo, bueno, esperamos hasta que se termina, pero si no, quítalo, para que nosotros podamos vivir mejor. Pero después de los trabajos que hacemos con viviendas accesibles, lo que hacemos con el subterráneo, tenemos que asegurar que nuestros centros de salud, como Metropolitan, como el Hospital de Lincoln, cuando hablamos de Hank Carter Center, cuando hablamos de lugares como esta, que nosotros podemos recibir acceso a los servicios que necesitamos para cuidar a nuestra salud. Y eso no pasa solo porque lo queremos. Necesitamos a alguien ahí luchando y asegurando que esas puertas quedan abiertas. Y eso es lo que hice en la asamblea y espero que si ustedes me dan la oportunidad, puedo seguir haciéndolo en el consejo. Lo importante, ustedes me conocen, yo estoy nacido y criado aquí en el barrio. Mi familia viene del 112 y de Carver. Esas son las diferentes cosas que empujen mi deseo a seguir sirviendo a mi comunidad, asegurando que mis hijos pueden crecer aquí y tener las mismas oportunidades que yo tuve cuando yo estaba creciendo. Lo importante es, yo estoy pidiendo su apoyo el 12 de septiembre, porque eso es cuando vienen las elecciones. Así, gracias por la oportunidad de servir en la asamblea, y si ustedes deciden, y si espero y estoy pidiendo, que me apoyen para el consejo. Y también hay elecciones para mi amigo Johnny Rivera, que está corriendo para District Leader. I didn't mention that earlier. My friend Johnny Rivera, who I support, is running for District Leader.
Mr. Rodriguez to come over here and say a nice words to you, and I can tell him that in September we will give you our support, and I hope after you will be elected, you're not going to forget your words, and you will be a big support to our people. Thank you very much.
works hard for the family. At least that's what I've been told. At least that's what I saw with my dad. And I try to do that with my family. And so a day like this, and thanks to the Fifth Avenue Social Club that has so much brought happiness to so many people, that we continue to celebrate and enjoy the festivities. And I think I should say something in Spanish for those who might not understand English that well. Me llamo Johnny Rivera, soy el líder distrito, el Partido Demócrata aquí en el barrio. Le traigo la bienvenida y buenos deseos para los días de los padres. Muchos de nosotros tuvimos o no tuvimos padres que estaban ahí, pero un padre es alguien que trabaja fuerte, defiende la familia y está para representar. Y así fue mi papá, así quizá yo, que mi hijo diga igual de mí, y ojalá, y le deseo a todos ustedes un buen día. Gracias.
Listen to this very important message from Treatment Partners of America.
We all live busy lives. We work hard trying to balance our responsibilities and time with our families. We make sacrifices to take care of them and give them a better life, but this often leaves us unable to take care of ourselves. Now we may be faced with tough circumstances that sometimes lead to decisions that could be detrimental to ourselves and all of those who we care for. Getting help may seem difficult. You may think you're letting your family down, but in reality, going into drug and alcohol treatment program is a small investment that can yield a lifetime of benefits for you and your family. In the right environment, with a proper caring team devoted to progress and an honest willingness to overcome your problems, going into treatment can be the best decision that you have ever made.
This public service announcement has been made possible by your friends at Treatment Partners of America, your partner in recovery.
Hello, welcome back to an excellent Father's Day celebration right here in the Fifth Avenue social location where everyone's talking about it. We're here at 112th Street and 5th Avenue with a brother from another mother, Jack, the executive director, and we're honored to be joined once again, someone that is community, someone that only asks two questions, when and where. Whenever you invite him somewhere, that's all he asks, when and where. We're talking about District Leader, Democratic District Leader, Johnny Rivera.
Well, thank you. And thank you, Jack, as well, for such a wonderful invitation to celebrate Father's Day. Too often, fathers are ignored in this society. And of course, mothers for very good reasons. But the fatherhood is an opportunity to represent, to defend, and to be strong for family. And that is what we support. And we want to urge everyone a happy Father's Day. And to all the mothers out there, happy Father's Day as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. Listen, and you have a son.
I do. I have a 21-year-old son, and I hope that one day he says good things about me, too.
You should be very proud. He's in college now, if I'm not mistaken.
He's in college. He's a senior. He's majoring in communications, born and raised in East Harlem. He is my light. I'm very proud of him. Good morals, and once we have good morals in anyone, we really then have a solid citizen. And whatever he does, I wish him well.
Amen, amen, Jack. Thank you so much for joining us at the Advocates Corner. Such a pleasure to be here in a excellent event, Father's Day event, here with Jack and our Assemblyman Robert Rodriguez. I heard big rumors. You run for city council. You are going to be the next city council member, God willing. District 8?
We're a declared candidate. It's not a rumor anymore.
Not a
as long as we get on the ballot, we should be fine.
You heard it here. How's it going, sir? Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, it's great. I mean, we're happy to be here. We've got a number of things that we're finishing up in Albany, but I know that there's an opportunity to always be with the people, especially as we move into Father's Day, and always listen. And of course, talk about what we can do on a number of different levels, what we're doing on the assembly side, and what we can do if given the opportunity to represent this wonderful district in the city council. So that's our goal.
You've done a great job in the New York City Assembly. Will you duplicate that as our next New York City Council member?
What I think is special is when we can bring the experience of having represented on the state level, an understanding of the projects and the dynamics that exist, and bring that to making sure that we execute on the city level. I think there's a synergy and a connection there that is unique. I don't think any other candidate can say that, can match that, and really understand that, okay, the assembly member just got $2.2 billion for MTA for the 2nd Avenue subway. Now, as a council member, I can make sure we're doing the right things by the community in terms of getting those dollars in, collaborating with the community on dealing with quality of life issues, making sure the local hiring components are there, and just making sure that we get what we're supposed to get out of those developments. That's just one example. But understanding how the big dollars and policy flow and how we can make those things work on the city level is what I think is special about my candidacy and why I hope to be successful in September.
You've always been there as a New York City Senator. Everyone always sees you. We're going to see you more as a New York City Council member.
Looking forward to that.
And it's also not a rumor that the Advocates Corner is endorsing your candidacy.
I would be honored to have it, and I hope they'll consider it. Thank you.
No longer rumor.
All right.
Jack, how does it feel to have this young individual, one of our own, here at your center?
I'm very excited to see Robert Rodriguez over here in our center. And when September will come, we'll give him our support. And I hope then we will have support from him when people will need it. Because we're running a senior center, and our seniors definitely will need his help. So I hope they will have that help.
Let's move on. You're doing a great job. You're doing an outstanding job. Continued success. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Jack. Have a good
Father's Day.
Back to you. What a wonderful party. Still going on, but the party's about to end. Thank you so much for joining us. In the Advocates Corner, I'm Clark Pena. Hasta la próxima.